청취자 여러분 안녕하세요. 벌써 3월의 둘째 주가 다가왔습니다. 요즘 개강하고 뭐다 이것저것 다들 일정 많고 힘드시죠? 사실 DJ자도 그런데요. 모든 취준생 여러분들 파이팅 하시길 바라면서 오늘은 행운이 가득 담길 것 같은 노래로 함께 해볼게요. 노래로 다시 만나요. A moment, a season, something easy to. We started where endings usually live. Laughing with limits that I still for more. I kept my plans for this small way where I could ignore them. You talked about next week. I heard something else. Caught myself picturing rooms I'd never planned to step in. Felt harmless at first, this time moving along. Funny how comfort starts proving you right. I wasn't looking for forever, just something nice, something here. But somewhere on the way, if you started sounding quick, I wasn't looking for forever, so my thoughts began to stay on the mornings I hadn't lived yet, with you somehow in the fray. I notice how often I wonder what you think of small things. The way my days stretch forward like they're waiting for something. I still say let's not rush, still smile like it's the same, but my mind keeps drifting a few steps ahead of my claims. I never asked this to change, still it did. Your has a quiet way of rewriting intent. I wasn't looking for forever, just past time just enough. But now the word doesn't scare me the way it used to. I wasn't looking for forever, yet here I am, letting tomorrow hold your hand. Maybe love isn't a promise or something you decide. Maybe it's just the moment you stop editing your life. I won't say I know the ending, where this is meant to go. I wasn't looking for forever. Still let me forget it goes. We don't rush the green lights. Let them turn when they want. Steps line up without trying, like we learned the same walk. We talk until the sentence lands and leave it there. Silence gets a turn to feels fair. Plans stay loosely held, deep bend instead of break. I notice how my breathing finds yours at the same rate. It's not slow, it's not fast, just steady where we are. Like the moment knows how far to go. I like our pace, the way it gently stays. Not ahead, not behind, just right for these days. I like our pace, how it moves without a push. If love has a rhythm, this feels like us. We don't fill every gap, let the quiet pass. When something matters, it asks. I feel the ease in small things, how timing lines up clean. We're walking side by side without counting in between. I used to hurry feelings, chase what comes next. Now I trust the distance between each step. I like our pace, how it lets us breathe. Room to grow, room to rest, space to be. I like our pace, the way it holds its shape. If staying present is a choice, I'm choosing this pace. Maybe moving together means listening first, letting the moment set the verse. We don't need to name it or pick a place. I I like where we are. I like our pace. Fell in love by accident. Fell in love by accident. Coffee went cold, I stayed too long, laughing at things that weren't that strong. Felt like a night I forget by morning. Didn't know it was already falling. We were getting tired after work, talking circles, missing the point. Your voice settled in my chest, quieter than a choice. I walked you home, still text me when meant it more than I said. Every step felt oddly close, like something moved ahead of my head. It felt easy, felt like a moment passing by. Funny how the smallest shift reach all the inside. I fell in love by accident. Somewhere I lost track of when bagels just familiar. Next day it was purple-lit. I fell in love by accident without a plan or defense. By the time I saw it clearly, I was already in. I learned your mood without trying. Caught the pause before you spoke. Slaved my stories just for you, like that was normal, like a joke. I called it comfort, called it time, said it wasn't that deep, but my thoughts kept circling back, crossing lines I didn't mean to keep. It walked in without a sound, changed the shape of everything around. By the time I made my feeling, you were already part of me. I fell in love by accident, skipped the careful steps again, felt harmless and unspoken, settled deeper than I planned. I fell in love by accident, now I'm standing in the shift. If this is how it starts, sometimes I guess this is it. Baby, love avoids permission, finds you when you're looking away. Maybe it's just what happens when you stop keeping track of days. I won't call it fate or timing, just a quiet turn I felt. Blame stayed somewhere far behind, but my heart already knew itself. We skipped the awkward part like it never existed. Silence knew where to sit and stay there uninvited. We felt like time had passed even though it hadn't. I knew when you laughed before you did it. I didn't search for words, they came out where they fit, like the space between us already understood it. It wasn't instant sparks or anything loud, just a quiet ease settling us down. You feel familiar in a way I can't explain, like I've been here before in a different shade. You feel familiar, not old, just right, like comfort finding me on the first try. I followed your pace naturally without thinking twice. We shared small moments like we already knew their size. I felt my shoulders lower, breathe and fall in line. It wasn't about knowing you, it felt more like remembering. Some connections arrive without a warning sign. They don't need building, they just align. You feel familiar, like a place I don't forget. I never asked how this works, still it did. You feel familiar from the start somehow, like trust didn't need time, it just showed up. Maybe some people bypass the getting used to phase. Maybe ease is a language we already spoke somewhere else. rush to define. You feel familiar, and for now that's enough of a sign.
I had a list, I knew it well. Things I like, things I'd never tell. Funny how it all went quiet the moment you walked in. I used to say I know my taste, like it was set, like it was safe. Tall lines, calm smiles, predictable in every way. Then you showed up off the script, said the wrong thing, meant it, didn't match what I described, still somehow fit. I checked the boxes in my head, watch them slowly rearrange. Guess preferences are fragile when feelings enter the frame. You're not my type, apparently, at least not the one I said. You broke every rule I made, still ended up in my head. You're not my type, apparently, nothing like I planned to choose. Funny how the heart decides before the mind gets to approve. You don't talk the way I like, don't read the room, don't get it right. But you look at me like you mean it, like you're not trying to impress. I hear my old opinions laugh from somewhere in the past. Turns out I was describing comfort, not what would last. I said this isn't me, I said it more than once, but every time I walked away, something pulled me back at once. You're not my type, apparently, still you feel familiar. Every line I drew before looks thinner and less clear. You're not my type, apparently, guess I misunderstood. What I called a preference was just what I was used to. Maybe types are just defenses, ways to keep things neat. Maybe love shows up as someone you never thought you'd need. I won't rewrite the list again, let it fall apart instead. You're not my type apparently, but here you are, and here I am.
The screen stays quiet on the table, face down, forgotten for a while. Time moves without asking, and I don't feel the need to chase it. I used to glance every minute, like answers lived in that light. Now conversations finish before I think about replies. I notice when my hands rest, how still the room can feel. The silence doesn't rush me, it feels easier to breathe in it. It's strange what leaves first when comfort arrives. The constant checking, the background noise inside. I stopped checking my phone somewhere along the way, when waiting stopped feeling heavy and presence chose to stay. I stopped checking my phone, not because I planned to. My attention found a place it trusted more than blue light. I forget where I left it charging. Hours pass without a thought. I'm listening instead of watching. Moments land without a pause. Your voice holds my focus better than any screen. I stay right where I am, and that feels like enough to me. I thought calm came later. stop checking my phone when my chest stopped racing. Time slowed down its questions and let me stay where I was. I stopped checking my phone like my mind learned something new. If peace is a habit, it started with you. Maybe love is noticing what you stop reaching for, and something closer asks less and gives more. Maybe love is noticing what you stop reaching for. Maybe what you stop reaching for. Screen lights up somewhere, I let it wait. I stopped checking my phone and I like it that way. Your mug still by the sink, I reach for it without thinking. Every habit stays in place, just missing one small detail. I hear a song we never claimed, still turn my head the same. Buy too much at the store, like I'm shopping for before there's space beside me on the train. I don't feel it right away. It's strange how life keeps shape while something softly aches. It's not the nights that break me, it's the in-between moments that feel unfinished without you next to me. I miss you in small ways, in moments I can't explain. Not a storm, not a scene, just a quiet repeat. I miss you in small ways, like my day still expects your name. If this is how it stays, then this is how I miss you. I save a thought then smile, realize it's been a while. I still walk the longer route, like I'm hoping I'll run into you. I laugh at things alone, pause like someone's home. These aren't just traces left in ordinary places. I'm fine most of the time, that part is true. It's just the small moments still shaped like you. I miss you in small ways, in habits that never change. In the calm, in the gray, where your absence stays. I miss you in small ways, more than words would say. It's not dramatic, it's automatic. Maybe missing someone doesn't always hurt. Maybe it just settles into who you are first. I won't call it lonely, it's softer than that. Just pieces of my day, noticing you're not bad.
Tuesdays felt longer somehow. Thursdays always move too fast. I started noticing patterns before I knew why I asked. Coffee tastes different at 10. That's when you usually call. I time my breaks without trying, like it's already installed. I know which days you run late, which nights you disappear. I don't write it down anywhere, still it stays right here. It didn't start as a plan, just something that made sense. Funny how attention turns into a form of presence. I learned your schedule before I learned your mind. My days kept space. I keep my phone face up on Sundays just in case friends ask what I'm smiling at. I give them something light. It's easier than explaining how your hours guide my nights. I called it being thoughtful, called it staying aware, but habits don't grow this deep without something there. I learned your schedule, every shift, every delay. Somewhere along the way, my life started moving that way. I learned your schedule without calling it love. By the time I noticed the pattern, I was already caught up. Maybe this is how it happens. Before words, before names, care slips into the spaces between ordinary days. I won't pretend I missed it or act surprised somehow. I learned your schedule, and I know what that means now.
Steady tonight, light where it needs to be. I'm not reaching for more. I'm letting the moment reach me. We talk about ordinary things. What could, what to watch? Time moved without trying. I finally forgot to rush. I notice how my thoughts arise and leave the fight. It's comforting and quiet. Stays through the night. I used to measure every day. Wonder what comes next. Now I sit inside the prayer and let it rest. This feels like enough. Right here and now. I don't need it louder. I don't need it more. Some love feels like enough. The way you gently stay. Said love is choosing the moment. I'm choosing this today. I don't know what we haven't said, or as well as could go. I like how things are breathing at their own tempo. My hands feel where they belong. My heart stops raising ahead. I'm not waiting for a better version of what I already have. Maybe wanting rest is a form of trust. Letting happiness show up as us. This feel like enough. In days I didn't expect. Calm the closed dance, the absence of excess. I don't need to explain. Some loves don't ask for proof, they just remain. Can you fulfill melodies and fireworks on a plane? Steady and staying exactly where you stand. I won't promise tomorrow or rewrite today. This feels like enough in the morning. Started as a visit, shoes still by the door. I kept my plans loosely folded, like I'd leave any moment more. It said you for tonight, and morning felt the same. Coffee time into times I left a shirt at your place. Start calling it a mistake. Every time I fall so something take me away. 모든 우리 시즌 more like gravity. One day I noticed it felt like we're right there. I didn't mean to stay, just kept feeling right. One more day turned into most of my nights. I didn't mean to stay, still here all the same. What I thought was temporary, but man. You leave home, which hours feel slower. I move around in space, I get somewhere I know friends. As when did this happen? I don't have a days and things don't arrive like how they settle the next day. I never packed my future, never made a claim. Still my life adjusted around your days. I didn't mean to stay, just meant to pass through. I quiet where you fit, change my view. I didn't mean to stay, now even feels strange. Turns out love doesn't always ask for change. Let me home is something. Maybe home is something you ease into, not a place you choose, just one that chooses you. I wanted to bring the time, or just to fly away. I didn't mean to stay, but I'm glad I stayed. I didn't mean to stay, didn't mean to stay, didn't mean to stay. I didn't mean to stay. I almost say it every time, then swallow it back down. It sits between us quietly, louder than a sound. I keep my voice where it belongs. Ask about your day, save my real reactions for later on the way. I listen more than I respond, let you fill the space. You never guess how much I carry, just looking at your face. I learned how to stay composed, how to keep things light. Funny how restraint can feel this heavy inside. I like you more than I admit, more than I ever show. Every word I choose to keep only makes it grow. I like you more than I admit, in ways you never see. What stays unsaid keeps building up quietly in me. I memorize the way you pause before you change the subject. No, almost say it every time, then swallow it back down. It sits between us quietly, louder than a sound. I keep my voice where it belongs. Ask about your day, save my real reactions for later on the way. I listen more than I respond, let you fill the space. You never guess how much I carry, just looking at your face. I learned how to stay composed, how to keep things light. Funny how restraint can feel this heavy inside. I like you more than I admit, more than I ever show. Every word I choose to keep only makes it grow. I like you more than I admit, in ways you never see. What stays unsaid keeps building up quietly in me. I memorize the way you pause before you change the subject. Notice when you move just like it's something precious. I play the part that feels the safest. Stay easy, stay aware, but every small connection I can't plan. Till then it lives in gestures you were never meant to scan. I won't ask you to notice or read between my lines. I like you more than I admit, and for now, that's mine. The room slows down when you sit near. Even the noise feels easier. I stop checking the time, like it finally stopped checking me. We don't rush to fill the space. Silence lands in a gentle way. My shoulders drop without a reason, like they've been waiting all day. I don't rehearse what I will say. Words come out the way they are. Funny how being understood starts with letting your guard fall. It's not the spark I thought I'd need, not the rush they talk about. It's just my breath finding a rhythm I forgot I had. I feel calm around you. That's when I started to know love doesn't always arrive loud. Sometimes it moves in slow. I feel calm around you, like I've already arrived. If peace can feel like someone, it feels like you tonight. I notice how my thoughts untangle when you're tracing circles on the table. Every worry finds its place without asking to be fixed. I don't feel smaller when I speak. I don't feel rushed to impress. I stay exactly where I am, and somehow that's enough. I used to think love would shake me, pull me out of my skin. Turns out it can sound like quiet settling in. I feel calm around you, more than excited or new. My heart isn't racing, it's choosing you. I feel calm around you in ways I can't define. If this is what love feels like, I understand it now. Maybe safety is romantic in its own quiet way. Maybe feeling steady is how forever starts to stay. I won't question this feeling or ask it to prove. I feel calm around you, and I know what that means now. I laugh a little too fast and reply before I think. Catch myself fixing my hair like it actually means something. I notice the way I lean and lower my voice without a plan. Say things softer than I need to. Hold your eye a second longer than I can. Friends will laugh if they saw this. Say, since when do you do that? I'd probably change the subject, act like it's nothing worth unpacking. It feels unfamiliar still, oddly right, like I'm breaking my own patterns in plain sight. I don't flirt like this, at least not usually. I don't play it subtle or stay this easily. I don't flirt like this, but here I am, reading every moment through the way you stand. I remember details on purpose, bring them up like they slipped out. I leave space for your reactions, wait to see what you'll do now. I catch myself smiling alone, replaying lines you said. This doesn't feel like strategy, feels more like I'm led. I used to keep it casual, keep it clean, keep it light. Now my actions give me away before my mind catches up in time. I don't flirt like this, still I keep going on. attraction bypasses the rules. You recognize yourself last in the things you do. I won't overthink it now or try to resist. I don't flirt like this, but maybe that's the point of it. I pause mid-sentence sometimes, let the moment pass, like I'm filing words away for a better chance. I hear a story and hold it back. Think you like this one? I check the time, adjust my pace, like our hours could align. My notes are filled with half ideas, places you might love. I don't send them anywhere, just keep them close enough. It starts with little things that don't have to be named. Funny how intention learns how to wait. I keep saving things for you, words I almost use, time I could spend anywhere I set aside for you. I keep saving things for you, moments I don't rush through. Love shows up as patience, that's quietly what I do. I save the best part of my day for when you might call. Leave space in my evenings, just in case at all. Friends say just say it now, like time is something you force. But some feelings want a future before they find a void. It's not fear, it's care, choosing when to arrive. Some things feel safer when they're given time. I keep saving things for you, thoughts I never waste. I carry them lightly till in the right place. I keep saving things for you, even when you don't know if love is how you hold something. This is how I show. Maybe one day I'll open my hands, let it all spill out. Till then I keep collecting what feels meant for you somehow. I won't call it waiting, it feels closer than that. Just parts of my life I haven't given yet.
My thoughts slow down when you arrive, like someone dimmed the lights. The room feels easier to hold, breathing finds its size. I usually run 10 steps ahead, rewriting what I said. But sitting here beside you, my mind stops racing instead. I listen without translating, let moments be what they are. I don't search for hidden meanings, every silence feels kind. It's strange how clarity doesn't come from answers, it shows up as calm when you're near. I don't overthink with you the way I do alone. My head feels lighter, like it finally lets go. I don't overthink, I don't overthink with you. Thoughts fall into line, if peace has a shape, it looks like this time. I don't plan the next sentence or replay the last. I stay right the moment is and let it pass. Your presence edits the noise without trying to. I don't simplify the world, it just does around you. I thought ease came later after certainty, turns out it can arrive as company. I don't overthink with you, my worries lose their grip. I stop checking every angle and let myself sit. I don't overthink with you, and I don't overthink with you. And that's how I know some people quiet the mind just by being close. Maybe love isn't clarity or having it all defined. Maybe it's finding someone who slows your inside. When I leave, the noise returns, but softer than before. I
We said easy, we said light. Late replies on planned nights. Felt like something we forget once the timing wasn't right. We laughed about keeping it simple. Never asked each other's plans. Stay right on the surface, like that was the deal we had. I told myself to stay relaxed. Read the room, don't lean too fast. But every time you said my name, it landed deeper than that. It started feeling familiar in ways I couldn't name. Like I was counting moments you were letting pass. Was supposed to be casual, just something in between. But somewhere in the middle, it started meaning things. Was supposed to be casual, just time we didn't know. Guess I'm the one who stayed too long and felt it grow. Oh, 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 oh. I learned your week without trying. Knew which days felt long. Save small stories just for you like they belong. You kept it easy, kept it clean. I played along, stayed agreeable. But every time we said goodbye, it lingered more with me. You walked out like it was nothing special, like it always stayed the same. I stood there holding something that never got a name. It's supposed to be casual, that's what we agreed. But I caught myself rearranging parts of me. It's supposed to be casual, guess I missed the cue. Somewhere between the lines, I got serious about you. Maybe this is how it happens. One side stays light, the other starts imagining a little more each night. I won't make it heavier than it needs to be. Just saying it out loud meant more to me. 그동안 so greenless 어떤 밤은 A1 Step flying up without trying like we were the same one. We're talking till the sentence ends. Then leave it there. Silence gets a turn to feel fair. Then stay loosely held, leaving instead of break. I notice how my breathing finds yours up the same already. It's not slow, it's not fast, just steady where we are. Like the moment knows how far to go. Like a beast, the way you gently stays. Not ahead, not behind, just right for these days. I like our beast, how it moves without the push. It felt like the rhythm, this feels like us. We don't fill every cup, let the quiet pass. When something matters, it asks. I feel the ease in smaller things. Hot timing eyes up clean. Walking side by side without killing in between. Where's the hurry feelings? Chase what comes next. Now I trust the distance between each step. I like our gaze, how it left us breathe. Room to grow or rest, space to breathe. I like our race, the way it holds a shape. Staying present is a choice, I'm choosing this pace. Maybe moving together means us ending first. Letting the moment set the rest. We don't need a lady, but we can play side like where we are. I like our pace. I like our pace. I I thought that should past it like most things do. A moment, a season, something easy to. We started where endings usually live, laughing with limits that asked you for more. I kept my plans for this small right where I could ignore them. You talked about next week, I heard something else. Caught myself picturing rooms I'd never planned to step in. Felt harmless at first, this time moving along. Funny how comfort starts proving you wrong. I wasn't looking for forever, just something nice, something here. But somewhere on the way, if you started sounding quick, I wasn't looking for forever, so my thoughts began to stay on the mornings I haven't lived yet, with you somehow in the frame. Yeah. I notice how often I wonder what you think of small things. The way my days stretch forward like they're waiting for something. I still say last night worse, still smile like it's the same, but my mind keeps drifting a few steps ahead of my claims. I never asked this to change, still it did. Your has a quiet way of rewriting intent. I wasn't looking for forever, just past time just enough. But now the word doesn't scare me the way it used to. I wasn't looking for forever, yet here I am, lighting tomorrow. Hold your head. Maybe letters in a promise, or something you decide. Make it just the moment you stop editing your life. I won't say I know the ending, where this is meant to go. I wasn't looking for forever. Still let me forget it goes. We don't rush the green lights, let them turn when they want. Steps line up without trying, like we learned the same walk. We talk until the sentence lands and leave it there. Silence gets a turn to feels fair. Plans stay loosely held, deep bend instead of break. I notice how my breathing finds yours at the same rate. It's not slow, it's not fast, just steady where we are. Like the moment knows how far to go. I like our pace, the way it gently stays. Not ahead, not behind, just right for these days. I like our pace, how it moves without a push. If love has a rhythm, this feels like ice. We don't fill every gap, let the quiet pass. When something matters, it asks. I feel the ease in small things, how timing lines up clean. We're walking side by side without counting in between. I used to hurry feelings, chase what comes next. Now I trust the distance between each step. I like our pace, how it lets us breathe. Room to grow, room to rest, space to be. I like our pace, the way it holds its shape. If staying present is a choice, I'm choosing this pace. Maybe moving together means listening first, letting the moment set the verse. We don't need to name it or pick a place. I like where we are, I like our pace. Fell in love by accident. fell in love by accident. Coffee went cold, we stayed too long, laughing at things that weren't that strong. Felt like a night I forget by morning. Didn't know you was already falling. We were killing time after work, talking circles, missing the point. Your voice settled in my chest, quieter than a choice. I walked you home just to text me when it meant it more than I said. Every step felt oddly close, like something moved ahead of my head. It felt easy, felt life like a moment passing by. Funny how the smallest shift reach all the inside. I fell in love by accident. Somewhere I lost track of when bagel just familiar. Next day it was burbling. I fell in love by accident without a plan or defense. By the time I saw it clearly, I was already in. I learned your moves without trying. Caught the pause before you spoke. Saved my stories just for you, like that was normal, like a joke. I called it comfort, called it time, said it wasn't that deep, but my thoughts kept circling back, crossing lines I didn't need to keep it. Walked in without a sound, changed the shape of everything.
네, 오늘 방송에서 제가 여러분들께 행운이 가득 담긴 노래들로 꾸려와 봤다고 말씀드렸는데요. 이 행운이 저를 비롯한 우리 청년 청취자 여러분들께 가득가득 닿았으면 좋겠습니다. 그래서 요즘 취업 준비하면서 실무 경험을 어디서 쌓아야 할까 고민하시는 분들 많으실 텐데요. 서대문구에서 디지털 시대에 필요한 실무 역량을 배울 수 있는 교육 프로그램이 마련됐다고 해서 마지막으로 알려드리려고 합니다. 바로 AI 기반 디지털 마케팅 전문가 양성 과정인데요. 이번 과정은 여성가족부와 서울시가 지원하는 직업훈련 프로그램으로 디지털 마케팅 분야 취업을 희망하는 여성 구직자들을 대상으로 진행된다고 합니다. 교육은 4월 7일부터 7월 3일까지 평일 월요일부터 금요일까지 오후 2시부터 6시까지 진행될 예정이고요. 장소는 지하철 2호선 이대역에서 도보 5분 거리에 있는 서대문 여성인력개발센터에서 이루어진다고 합니다. 교육 내용도 꽤나 실무 중심인데요. 시장 분석과 블로그 마케팅, SNS 마케팅, 콘텐츠 제작은 물론 데이터 분석과 보고서 작성까지 디지털 마케팅 전반을 폭넓게 배울 수 있습니다. 또 포트폴리오 제작부터 발표, 이력서와 자기소개서 작성까지 이 실무 프로젝트가 진행돼서 취업 준비에 실질적으로 도움이 될 것으로 보입니다. 무엇보다 그럼 교육비는 얼마나 들까 우리 청년분들 늘 고민하시죠? 그런데 이 프로그램이 굉장히 좋은 점이 교육비가 전액 무료라고 합니다. 수료 후에는 취업 지원과 인턴 연계 기회도 제공된다고 하고요. 모집 기간은 3월 31일까지니까요. 관심 있으신 분들이라면 서둘러서 신청하시는 게 좋겠습니다. 디지털 마케팅 분야에 관심 있는 우리 청년분들이라면 이번 기회를 통해서 실무 역량 꼭 키워보시기 바랍니다. 지금까지 청년이라 서대문 소식 전해드렸고요. 이어서 바로 날씨까지 전해드릴게요. 오늘 서대문구는 맑은 하늘이 이어지겠습니다. 현재 기온은 7도 안팎으로 시작했고요. 낮에는 햇살이 더해지면서 11도까지 오르겠습니다. 다만 아침과 낮의 기온차가 꽤나 큰 편이었던 터라 저녁 때는 더더욱 가벼운 겉옷 하나 추가로 챙기시면 좋겠습니다. 또 오늘은 바람이 다소 불어서 돌풍의 풍속이 최대 초속 7m 정도까지 예상됩니다. 그럼 내일인 토요일은 날씨가 어떨까요? 내일 토요일은 구름이 조금 끼는 날씨가 되겠습니다. 아침 기온은 3도로 출발해서 한낮 기온은 11도까지 올라 오늘과 비슷한 기온 분포를 보이겠는데요. 햇살은 오늘보다는 줄어들겠지만 큰 추위 없이 비교적 포근한 주말이 되겠습니다. 일요일 역시 구름 많은 날씨가 이어지겠습니다. 아침에는 4도로 출발해 낮에는 11도까지 오르겠고요. 큰 비 소식은 없어서 주말 나들이나 산책 계획하시는 분들께 무난한 날씨가 예상됩니다. 다만 다음 주로 넘어가면서 기온이 조금씩 오르는 흐름을 보이겠고요. 다음 주 수요일에는 비 소식도 예보되어 있습니다. 지금까지 날씨 어때 서대문이었고요. 오늘은 행운이 가득 불러질 것 같은 특별한 노래 코너와 함께 방송을 진행해봤습니다. 저는 매주 금요일 6시 그리고 재방송 월요일 10시에 찾아오는데요. 다음 주에는 재미난 소식들 들고 또 돌아올게요. 우리 다음 주에 또 만나요.